The 4-H program in Du Bois and surrounding counties, actually throughout Indiana and many other states, is a wonderful program. Let's find out how to get your youth involved in the 4-H program here in Du Bois County. Hello and welcome to 18WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Jennifer Monarch. Jennifer, welcome to the show. Jennifer Monarch-McGuire,
yes,
I should say. That's
you.
right, you've gotten married recently. Jennifer, you are the Youth Development Educator
yes.
for Purdue Extension
yes.
in Du Bois County.
Yes.
And so your job basically is to oversee the 4-H program throughout Du Bois County.
Yes, yeah. And then I also do have some responsibilities with youth who are not in 4-H, but the bulk of my work is done with the 4-H program. We have a pretty sizable 4-H program here, so definitely takes up most of my time.
4-H is a great program. Why do we have you on now? This is 4-H week?
Yes, this is actually National 4-H Week right now. It's October 1st through the 7th, so it's always the first week of October. And it's basically our time to just celebrate 4-H and really let people know what it's all about. And just, show you who's all really in it. You might be seeing out there on Facebook and stuff, little filters around their profile. I have one on mine. And it's just kind of shocking to see who's all really involved in this program. It's a lot of people.
Okay, well, what is 4-H that those who don't know, I mean, it'd be surprising that people don't know, but
yes.
There are, I'm sure, people that may not be associated with it, may not realize what 4-H is.
Well, I'll go ahead and start because a lot of people don't realize this. What are the 4-H's? So it is, do you know what they are?
Head, heart, hands, health.
Very good, Bill. So it focuses a lot on those 4 areas. I pledge my head to clear thinking, so all about thinking, building skills to be critical thinkers. Now I'm blanking on the pledge, but my heart to greater loyalty. So again, that's all about friendships, building those relationships, learning how to work with partners or people. And then hands to a greater service. So you've got our larger service, and that's, all about, we do a lot of community service in the program. And again, a lot of hands-on learning. So a lot of focus on the hands. And then the final piece is health. And we, again, all about better living and learning how to be healthy and do things that will help us later on in life. So all of this kind of basically wraps up in a short little speech of life skills. We're all about building life skills in kids. So we're trying to help them for the future. And so, a lot of people think about 4-H and farming, which we do a lot of that, but 4-H also has grown and changed over time because most people aren't farming anymore. We are trying to grow and change too. So a lot of the focus now in 4-H is on STEM because a lot of the careers nowadays have to involve STEM, and which is science, technology, engineering, and math. So a lot of our stuff is focused on that. We have robotics now, which is really exciting, and makers, which is all about that kind of techie stuff. But we've also got, just engineering, that kind of thing. So really, our goal is to build life skills. I know that was kind of long.
But really, that is the key of what 4-H is.
Yes, it is.
My kids have all been involved in 4-H from when you could join at the age you could join till they were seniors in high school. And
yes.
It taught them wonderful skills that they now use in everyday life. And I think that's what's important. And they had fun doing it. Maybe they didn't realize they were learning these things as they were doing it.
Yeah, and that's the key. We do try to make it fun. There's a lot of fun experiences in 4-H. And I know a lot of times our most important or focused event we have is the fair. It's the most well-known thing that people know. So they think, that's what 4-H is the fair. Really, the fair is just a showcase of what we do. We do so much more than that. So there are actually a ton of opportunities out there. One of them that I've found that are really impactful for kids, especially older kids, if you're trying to teach them those leadership skills, we have 4-H trips they can go on, where they can go and go to Purdue, learn about careers that are available to them, have hands-on training from actual experts in the field. We have one called 4-H Academy, and that's what they do. They go up and they have a focused workshop on a career of their interest. 4-H Roundup is like that, only for middle school students. So we have a lot of those that are really like that. We have also the State Junior Leader Conference, which is all about teaching those leadership skills in kids. We have the Indiana State Youth Leadership Conference at the fair, the state fair, and that's all about citizenship development, again, more leadership skills. So we have all kinds of experiences that can help build those skills in kids.
And sometimes it's just the simplest thing of teaching them responsibility and making a deadline.
Yes,
is what's important
yes,
too.
And sometimes everybody likes to wiggle around those deadlines, but it is important. We do try to stick to our deadlines in 4-H because, again, that's an important thing that when you're on a job, you're going to have a deadline. So, you know, and we do have an enrollment window too that we do try to have people enroll into, and in that just started this week as well. So October 1st to January 15th is our target enrollment window to enroll kids in 4-H.
Well, let's talk about enrolling in 4-H. How old do you have to be? How old can you be? That sort of thing.
Okay, that's a good question. So we enroll kids, they can be as young as kindergarten through 2nd grade. That is our mini 4-H program. So it's a little modified version of the program. They're not full-fledged 4-H members, but they can definitely experience part of our program. So they can enroll as young as kindergarten and all the way up to 12th grade. And that is as of right now. So if your kid's in kindergarten right now, they can enroll in a 4-H program for this year. A lot of times people think, well, they'll be in kindergarten this summer, but 4-H is a lot more than the summer, so we count it as like right now, or as of January 1 is the grade your kid is in at that time.
Okay, and you mentioned year-round. 4-H is a year-round program, not just the 4-H Fair Week. It is.
Correct.
You have monthly meetings, I guess, for
yes.
these kids?
Well, it depends the club. So,
okay.
But yeah, 4-H really does things year-round. The fall is a lot of an off time because we are doing enrollment at that time. But like the Junior Leader Club, that meets every month of the year. So we meet every single month of the year. There are a lot of clubs, they'll start meeting in January and meet through May, or they'll even meet during the summer. Like they meet most of the year. So that's why we do want people to enroll in January so they can get that part of the experience.
And kids can join, I guess, 2 kinds of clubs.
Yes.
One would be region-based. If you live in Ferdinand, you can join
yes.
the Ferdinand Crusaders, I think?
Yes,
okay.
Well, that's one of them. So there's
Huntingburg?
actually multiple clubs in Ferdinand,
okay.
but yes. So we call them local-based clubs, so a local club, and that is a club that is based on a geographical area. So for most people, if you live in Celestine, it might be more convenient to join a club in Celestine.
Sure.
So we have clubs that are based in different areas of the county, and we do have ones pretty much in every area of the county. So we've got Celestine, Du Bois, Ferdinand clubs, we've got, Jasper clubs, we've got like all over the county we have clubs. And so there's the local-based clubs, but that club will focus on a variety of things. So they'll teach them different projects just to expose the kids to them because none of the kids are in the same project. Whereas we also have a county club or a project-based club, you could call it, and it's all based on one project. So a good example of that would be our shooting sports club. So they're focused, the entire club, all they do is shooting sports or shooting sports education, basically teaching kids how to do things outdoors, properly use firearms, practice using bow and arrow, all that kind of stuff. So that's the focus of the shooting sports club. Or we have a robotics club where all they really do in that club is robotics. They don't showcase other projects.
Is Horse and Pony one of those specialized kind of clubs?
Yes,
okay.
It's called the Wrangler Club,
okay.
But yes, Horse and Pony is their focus. So that's all they do. Most of the clubs that are county-based or project-based, they meet on the fairgrounds. The only exception to that would be robotics, and that's just the nature of it. We meet at VUJC, so we can use all the computers and things like that.
Okay, so you can join 2 clubs. You could be a member of the Wranglers and a member of the Huntingburg Happy Hunters?
No.
No, okay.
Clover Conspirators is a club in Huntingburg. Okay. I think so you're making up, but you could start a club and name it that if you wanted to, Bill. But yes, you can join more than one club. Typically, it's traditionally, most people will only join one local club because there's not really a reason to join more than one of those. But then they might join a county club also. So most people who are doing the shooting sports project go to the shooting sports club. Same with robotics. So, that's usually what happens. So you could even be in multiple county clubs. If you want to do clogging and robotics and then still be part of your local club, you could do that.
Okay. Now, we need people to enroll. Your kids need to be enrolled.
Yes.
And you can enroll now through?
Yes. Through January 15th.
Okay.
With a little asterisk on it because that's on Martin Luther King Day. But that's the focus time that we want people to enroll. If someone comes to us in February, we'll let them. But if you really want to get the full-fledged 4-H experience and not miss meetings and things like that, you should enroll before January 15th.
And that has to be done on a computer. Is that right? You have to enroll that way?
Yes. We encourage people to enroll that way. Everything will eventually need to be in the computer. But yes, you can go, and it's really easy for people because sometimes it's a pain to have to come out to the office to turn in papers and all that kind of stuff. So we do enroll online now, and it is in.4honline.com. and you can go there now. And if you're new to 4-H, you set up a profile and add your family members to it, and then you can even pay online too. We have a credit card option through that as well. So.
Okay, let's say that you're on the fence. You don't know if you want to join 4-H or not. You're not sure if your kids should be involved in 4-H, and they should because it's a great program.
Yes.
Okay, you're having an expo on Monday night, the 8th of October?
9th.
9th of October. 9th of October, yes. Okay.
Yes, so
on the 9th of October.
Monday night, October 9th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And this is on our fairgrounds at the Clover Pavilion. So, and this is just a really fun event that we have. It's obviously designed to showcase what 4-H is all about, but we will have activities to really show you all of our different kinds of projects that we have. All of the county clubs, project-based clubs will be there. We're going to have a miniature horse this year. So if you kind of want to see what a miniature horse looks like, get a pet a horse. We'll have dogs also there, bunnies. We'll have all kinds of stuff like that. And then we'll have a bunch of project-based activities. We'll have prizes. So if the kids go through all the activities, they get a prize. And then we'll have door prizes. We'll also have free food, which everyone always likes. So.
And this is a great time to talk one-on-one to somebody about 4-H.
Yes.
To experience what there is in 4-H. And I guess if you wanted to, you could even sign up on that night.
Yes, you can. So I know a lot of people that maybe don't have the best internet connection where they live, so you might want to just come on out and get enrolled that night. We'll have computers available, and you can just be done. And you won't have to worry about it anymore. So, you know, that would be a great opportunity, and we can kind of show you how it works. We'll have directions there. If you're not quite ready to commit, we'll have directions for you to go and do it at home. So yes, it's a great opportunity, and again, I'll be there. All of our extension office staff will be there, and again, lots of our club leaders, all those people will be there to answer your questions about anything.
Okay. And you can show up with no obligation. You can go and just sign up later on.
No, you are not forced to pay anything when you walk in that door. Nothing like that.
And there is a fee to be in the 4-H program in Indiana. It's only $15, so it's
$15 for the whole year.
Cheap. Okay.
So yeah, $15.
And that doesn't matter how many clubs you belong to. That's
correct. You could be in 3 clubs, and that's the only. And again, it is a state fee. We do not charge a county fee here in Du Bois County. So we're just charging you the $15 state fee, and say, oh gosh, I got 5 kids. That'd be a lot of money. Well, you only have to pay for 3 kids. So the most you'd ever have to pay is $45.
Now we do want to kind of add a caveat. There is possible that the clubs themselves might have a 50-cent or $1 fee to kind of keep themselves going.
Yeah, it depends. And you know, every project has different costs too. But yeah, like for example, robotics, we charge a $15 fee, but that's also because we have robots to upkeep those. But you don't have to spend any other money for really that project. I mean, that'd be it, $15. So
what if someone truly can't afford that $15?
We contact our office. I mean, we are happy to work with people and to help them. We can do a payment plan, or we can do anything to kind of help that. Don't let that be a barrier to stop you from joining this program. As I've said, I think maybe when I was talking to you earlier, 4-H, people who are in 4-H are 2 times more likely to go to college. It really can help kids develop the skills they need for the future. So we would hate for money to be a barrier for kids to be involved in this program.
And it's a terrific program.
Yes.
It really is. Now, again, it's going to be Monday is your expo. October 9th.
October 9th.
Okay, from 6:30 to
8:30.
8:30. Okay, and that's Eastern time because that would make sense.
Yes.
At the fairgrounds, which is a great
Even
place
though
to
the
go.
fairgrounds will sometimes turn your phone to Central Time.
Right.
It is Eastern time that
time.
we're talking about. So yeah, and it is really an open house style event. So you know, say you can't make it there till 7:30, that's fine. Okay. You can come and go as you please. And do, you know, get the questions you want answered, and then you know, go back home, and that's totally fine.
Okay, so there's mini 4-H they can find out that night too.
Yes.
And then also
and mini 4-H K through 2 is free, so
okay.
no fee to join that at all.
Okay. Anything you'd like to add?
Just, you know, come out and see us. Contact us if you have any questions at all. 4-H, as we've talked about, is a great program, building life skills in kids. That's what we're all about, helping kids for their futures.
And, you know, your kids, or you as a kid, will be a better person because of what you learned in 4-H.
Yes, you know, I unfortunately did not have the honor of being a 4-H member, but even in this short time I've been in this job, I've learned a lot about 4-H, and I've learned a lot of life skills. I can't tell you how much I've learned about robots, which I knew nothing about until I started this job. So,
and that's what 4-H is about.
And I have a new passion for STEM and robotics, so it's really awesome.
Jennifer Monarch-McGuire, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Bill.
You should seriously consider joining 4-H. Find out more by contacting the Extension Service. And if you live in another county, that's great. Join 4-H in your county because there's great programs throughout Indiana. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We're local people watching local people.